Okay, so we get to what I call the fun part, which is the systems, and I get called the systems coach because I love systems in a business. Without systems, you can't free yourself up. So if we go back to the meaning of a business, it's a profitable enterprise, which I talked about your marketing and sales in the last videos. That's now a profitable enterprise because you're now making cash flow. The next part of the statement is a profitable enterprise that works. Okay? For it to work, you must have systems. Okay? And I'm talking about systems where when you roll up on the day and you put the key in the door, it's a system to when you finish at the end of the day, you shut the door and pull the key out. Everything from that moment through all day to when you finish must be systemized step by step. For most business owners, they're too busy chasing their tail, either working too many hours in the business, that's because they don't have systems in place, and or trying to get cash flow because their marketing and sales skills are very poor. So the challenge is we need the cash flow first. Where you're going to have a challenge with this is when you start making money, what happens to your business? It starts to grow. So now you're on the treadmill, like Robert Kiyosaki says, and you're running 100 miles an hour and you're working 7 days a week and you don't have time to put systems in place. But I'm here to tell you, if you don't set a default diary where you spend an hour a day or 2 hours a day working on that, or hire someone to do it, guess what? You're going to be on that treadmill for the rest of your life. So here's the thing. What I suggest people do is, you've got 2 recruitment processes. One is you recruit team 1, I call it team 1, and number 2 is you recruit team 2. When you're starting to make money in your business through your marketing and sales, you then go and recruit team 1, and team 1 is your core group of people who are going to stay with you for life, and they help you set your business up. So they're your core people, like your personal assistant or your administrator or your operations person, okay, or your IT person. So for example, if you're a plumber or an electrician or your wedding venue or whatever it is, and you start to make money because your marketing and sales is doing well, what people tend to do is, I need to hire more coordinators, or I need to hire more plumbers or more painters, right? But what you need to do just before that is you need to hire your core team 1 of people who are going to help you put the systems in place. So you're running out there doing the work and they follow around and systemize what you're doing. That's core team 1. Once you get the system in place, then you hire team 2, which follows the system. And then you can have a profitable business that works without you. We'll get to the without you in the recruitment side. So we've got to get to the works. How do we get the systems in place? The challenge is with every business is different. So what I need to do as a business coach, I need to look at your business and work out what technology there is available for your business to use. Number 1, you need a database program. Database program is when you get leads in the door, that needs to be entered on this database. So besides having MyOb for your financial books and things like that, which is a system in itself, which is easy, that sorts out your financial stuff, your reports, your invoicing, your purchase orders, so all those things. But I'm talking about a database whereby you get every phone call that comes in, an inquiry that doesn't book with you. You need to get their details. Every lead that comes from a magazine, that comes from a flyer, that comes from the website, it needs to go into this database. You then need to set up an e-newsletter so that you keep them on track, whether that's through a membership program, whether that's through an opt-in, whatever it may be, you need to have an ongoing newsletter of some sort that keeps in contact with them. I'm also a believer in creating a wow factor, and e-newsletters are just touching on customer service. It's not enough. So if that's all you're doing, you're not doing enough. You're not looking after and servicing your clients. You need to be calling them every day. You need to be having workshops with them. You need to be sending them gifts. You need to be sending thank you cards. You need to have an absolute fantastic customer service process, but you cannot have that if you don't have a system or technology to do that for you. So your database will let you know when a card needs to go out to that person. Your system will tell you when you need to send the e-newsletters, when you need to follow up with a call, with a text, with an SMS. Now, if you're the business owner and you're running around doing the service, doing the marketing, doing the sales, how are you going to follow up and keep up to date with that if you're on your own? You're not. So I can guarantee you, 99% of businesses I go into, they would not be following up with their customers they've already got. So here's the thing, you've got a bucket. Imagine a bucket, everybody. I want you to just imagine a big bucket, and you're spending thousands of dollars getting the leads in the door, and you're spending thousands of dollars on getting the sales and the training, and they've come on board and they've bought from you once. And just imagine this huge hole in the bottom of that bucket because your customer service and your systems are no good because you're too busy. All of those customers are going out the hole and they're going somewhere else. Here's a statistic that you need to understand. I want you to write this down. 80% of people who buy from you a second time will come back. There's a 90% chance they'll come back a third, fourth, fifth and sixth time. So what that means is you need to get your customer to buy from you a second time. And with those systems, people can, when we recruit them, they just need to come on board and follow those systems, and it's done without mistakes. But without a true system, what happens is you lose a lot of money because people make mistakes. Here's the challenge. Most business owners tend to blame the staff member or other people because they're not doing what you're telling them to do. But when you understand that 20% of the population are auditory, that means they hear things. Only 2 out of 10 people that you hire actually retain what you say. And most business owners don't write anything down. They'll tell their staff what to do. It goes in one ear and out the other. So therefore, in time to come, they're going to make mistakes and you lose money. The other thing is, if you don't have a system, you cannot keep marketing your business and selling your business and growing it to a point where as much as you want, because the system won't cope with it. So you need to create a system whereby it copes with growth and not having to hire as many people to do it at the same time. This is very important for you to understand. And we help you with that. As part of the coaching program, we have worked with that many different IT products and systems and databases over the years in different areas and different services and products that we understand what your business needs. So it's really important to understand that you have the system. So now let's get back to the statement of what is a business. It's a profitable enterprise that works without you. So a profitable enterprise, that's your marketing and sales, that works is your systems. Your systems will make your business work for you. Okay? 80% systemized, 20% humanized. And the last part, works without you, is you need people to take your spot. And we're going to talk about that in the next video.